stereotype threat is a psychological phenomenon where people feel anxious or underperform because they fear confirming a negative stereotype about their group. This anxiety can interfere with focus, confidence, and overall performance in various tasks such as academic tests, sports, or workplace settings. Stereotype threat does not require a person to believe in the stereotype. Simply being aware of it can create pressure and self-doubt. This effect is most noticeable in situations where individuals are reminded of a stereotype before completing a task. Because stereotype threat can impact performance and motivation, it is an important concept in psychology and education. Now let's look at the origin of stereotype threat. The concept was first introduced by psychologists Claude Steele and Joshua Aronson in the 1990s. They conducted experiments showing that when students were reminded of negative stereotypes about their group before taking a test, their performance dropped. Their research demonstrated that the fear of confirming stereotypes could create stress and interfere with cognitive function. Over time, additional studies expanded on their findings, showing that stereotype threat affects people in different areas, including education, leadership, and athletics. This research helped psychologists understand how social expectations can influence individual performance. Now let's look at some examples of stereotype threat in action. A well-known example is when students from certain backgrounds are told that their group typically performs poorly in a subject like math or reading. This reminder can cause stress and lead to lower test scores, even if the students are fully capable. Another example is in sports, where athletes who are reminded of negative stereotypes about their group's athletic ability may perform worse than usual. In professional settings, employees may feel stereotype threat if they are in a minority within their workplace, leading to nervousness and hesitation in meetings or presentations. These examples show that stereotype threat can affect many aspects of life, from education to career performance. Now let's explore some causes of stereotype threat. One major cause is the awareness of stereotypes, which can be triggered by comments, media portrayals, or even the way a task is framed. For example, if a test is described as measuring intelligence, it may activate concerns about stereotypes related to academic ability. Another cause is the pressure to disprove stereotypes, which can create excessive stress and self-consciousness. When individuals feel they must work harder to prove their worth, their mental energy is divided, making it harder to focus. Additionally, social environments that highlight group differences can contribute to stereotype threat by making individuals feel like they are being judged based on their identity rather than their abilities. Now let's examine the effects of stereotype threat. One major effect is reduced performance, as anxiety and self-doubt can interfere with concentration and problem-solving skills. Another effect is decreased motivation, as repeated exposure to stereotype threat can make individuals feel discouraged and less likely to pursue certain challenges. In the long term, stereotype threat can lead to avoidance, where people withdraw from activities or fields where they feel negatively judged. This can limit opportunities for personal growth and success. Additionally, stereotype threat can contribute to stress and lower self-esteem, making it harder for individuals to perform at their full potential. These effects show that stereotype threat is not just about momentary pressure, but can have lasting consequences on confidence and achievement.